Do you acknowledge
use
it?
a dick as a mic. Like,
That's
hey.
crazy.
Anybody celebrating anything tonight?
Yeah, dude.
He raised his hand. I am.
Birthday boy. Ah.
How long have you two been together?
Let me adjust your levels real quick. Is this thing on?
I was killing, bro.
That'd be hilarious if like halfway through he just pulls out his phone and starts lighting it.
Because he's about to do it. He's like, all right.
What in Tardation? So many dates. AJ Wilkerson Comedy on Instagram, ajwilkerson.com for tickets. June 27th through 29th, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. July 18th, Austin, Texas. July 19th and 20th, Fort Worth, Texas. July 24th, Columbus, Ohio. The 25th, Cincinnati. 26th, Cambridge, Ohio. 27th, Canton, Ohio. 28th, Toledo, Ohio. August 11th in Phoenix. August 22nd in Denver. September 1st, San Jose, California. September 4th, Ontario, California. The 5th in Irvine. September 19th in West Nyack, New York. And then October 24th at the Milwaukee Improv and October 27th at the Raleigh Improv.
What I don't like though is haunted houses. I could never.
No?
No, I love horror movies, haunted houses, can't stand them. It was one time I brought I was on a date with a girl, and like, it was a haunted house where they had the people in the parking lot, like.
That's a terrible date to go on.
Well, it was her idea. It was her, I want to, da, da, da. So we get in the parking lot, and they got the actors in the parking lot scaring us, and I didn't know, so we holding hands, and all I hear is like a fucking chainsaw revving up, and I just took off running. I reached back for her, but she didn't grab. I was like, babe, come on. And then, yeah, and we broke up. But, it was a fun date. It was a fun date.
Dude, same. I'm weird about haunted houses and stuff like that. Like when I was like my first like girlfriend, not even like a real girlfriend, but like 6th grade, where you're like, oh, we're dating now. Right. And it's like, oh, that's adorable.
Parents take you everywhere.
Yep. So our parents took us on Halloween. We did like, in where I live, there's like a trail at like one of the state parks where they do like a haunted trail like through the forest. So you're just in the woods in the dark at night. And she was already having a full meltdown, like to the point where like my dad literally was like, just fucking jump on my back and we'll fucking Yoda you through these woods, But I thought I was fine. I was like, oh, I'm fine. And then a dude jumped out like right here and I just full on knocked out a grown man.
That's crazy.
And it was one of those things like, you ever see like in sports or like in anything like that where like those videos where like, or not videos because there is no video of it, but there's like pictures and they're like, why don't we ever see the video of like LeBron James as like a 16, 17-year-old high schooler playing against Michael Jordan when he was still in the NBA? And they're like, why doesn't any video of this exist kind of thing? But it was one of those things where like people see like a 16-year-old next to NBA athletes and they're like, what are they feeding him kind of thing. It was literally, I knocked out a grown man and they had to like pause the haunted trail. People had to like safety people with like firefighters with flashlights that had come over and like wake him up. And literally people were like, damn, what'd y'all feed him? And then 30 years later, they're like, oh, autism.
That's what it is. That's true, bro.
That poor guy was like, all right, I'll do it for the church. Like, I'll be part of it. If y'all need somebody, and he just gets knocked.
Yeah, he pick his chin off the ground. Like, Jesus.
He had to get stitches. Tell his wife what happened.
And now he's been all aggressive with the kids. And when they come back,
oh fuck!
You ruined them, man.
Oh, dude,
you loved it?
Yeah, dude, I love haunted houses.
What a funny idea for a sketch. Like a guy who works in the haunted house who's terrified of scaring the people that are coming in the house. He's like, no, not that one.
That's me when I scare people. I scream, they scream. They're like, why'd you scream? I'm like, I don't know. I hate this.
You scared me.
Like they walk into your room, you're supposed to scare them, but you're just like, ah!
Frowny.
Truly. I hate being scared.
Dude, I fucking hate people because I have like PTSD and shit. So when people just pop up, I'm like, pop.
Yes, same. I just didn't realize I had it at 11 or whatever. Dude.
Do you, like, for PTSD, do you guys get good resources for that?
There's resources.
You just ask about that.
Ah, that's
They had
funny.
good resources for some shit. Dude, do you remember? Did you ever watch Boondocks?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you, fuck, I can't remember the character, but when he was like, did I just catch you trying to be something?
Yeah. Uncle Ruckus' dad.
Yeah.
So I just catch you having fun. And he come back home, I catch you trying to be somebody. And then he can just get his ass whooped every time.
Oh, wait, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Boondock
the movie.
Saints.
Boondock Saints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
I've seen
That's
the
good.
cartoon, not the movie.
I like the movie. The movie's good. But no, the resources.
You don't get like free therapy or anything?
I mean, we do, but it's like
Shit.
that's why I'm like trying to like outsource therapy because they're so overworked.
Yeah.
The therapists at the VA are so overworked.
Yeah.
They have so many clients. It's not personal. And then anything that you tell that therapist, it goes on your permanent record forever.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
shit then.
When I had like a fucking mental breakdown in like 2017, 2018, and I went to the VA and they put me in this like experimental therapy for like veterans with PTSD, and I was just very honest about like I struggle with like drinking, I use marijuana every day, I take shrooms. I was just like telling them everything. And now whenever I go anywhere at the VA and they pull up my file, if I'm just getting a general checkup, that's on there. It's like alcoholic, marijuana dependent.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Forever.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to see a therapist at the VA. You can't go anywhere else.
If I want it to be free.
Damn.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to get you basically have to get approval from the VA, like for an outside therapy appointment, and then they have to schedule it through one of their like approved community providers,
Yeah.
and it takes months and months and months to do anything.
Do you think something shady's going on there?
Probably.
Yes.
System's broken.
Probably.
Yes, it's
Or
run
just-
by the government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
The system's broken and they're
Like,
just not taking care of
There's
veterans how they should.
there's like a national veterans crisis line, like a suicide hotline kind of thing,
Yeah.
like for veterans in crisis, and like they like communicate with the VA that like this like a veteran called, he's like suicidal ideation, things like that. Even in those situations, they're like, we're gonna refer you to the VA for like a follow-up appointment, and still those appointments are like 9 months out.
Good
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're suicidal, we'll see you in 9 months.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
bro.
Yeah.
That happened to
Crazy.
me. I called the hotline once around that same time period. It took them six months for me to get like a follow-up
That's
appointment.
crazy.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is
it's
wild.
fucked up.
I have a question, like, as of, like, some, okay, how do I want to say this?
With words. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You did walk into
Dude,
it.
how hilarious would that have been? She's like, how do I want to say this? And then just started doing sign language.
I felt like it was about to be like a deep question, so I was like, what's up?
Comedians do that. If, like, so sometimes when I see the government say, like, support the troops or whatever, I'm like, this is so icky because you just sent people to go do your dirty work and then you tell everybody, like, support the troops.
them, yeah.
Like, as veterans, do you guys feel the same when you see that? Or how do you feel?
Yes, because it's like they feed with one hand but take with the other,
Right.
if that makes sense. So they'll be like, support the troops, but then go back inside to like Congress and then vote to like cut VA funding or like remove veterans benefits and stuff like that. So like they want you to support the idea of like the shiny American soldier fighting for your freedom,
Right.
but once they're come back, they're like, all right, get the
What's
fuck
up?
outta here.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
Yeah, no, I cause like after I got back from like Afghanistan and like eventually like got out, I had such like a hard time like transitioning into civilian, like from, because I was like active duty, so it was like everything I lived, eat, and breathed for 3 years of my life was just Army, always. And then like to go from that to like being a civilian, and also like I've got PTSD and a brain injury and anxiety and ADHD and all this depression and all this.
Right.
It like pisses me off when I see like support the troops or like Veterans Day or like, I was like, fuck you. Why don't you just take better care of... Why don't you... Because I signed a contract with the government. I signed a contract that said that, like, if I got fucked up, you guys would have my back.
Damn.
And then y'all ain't holding up the end of the deal that y'all made.
It's fucked up because they're like, ooh, we're going to give you all this stuff and we're going to, like, do all this and we're going to take care of you. But all of the fine print is just filled with all of the loopholes of how they can get out of it, but you can't.
Right.
Mm-hmm. They make you like go through like an obstacle course where like your benefits are at the other end, and you ain't got no legs or something.
Dude, this is a couple months ago.
Can you imagine?
No, dude, a couple months ago.
Ninja Warrior legless.
I watch it.
This is like one of those reasons why like the VA is like they're underserving veterans. It's because they don't. How do I explain this? It's explaining triage to someone who's never seen a Band-Aid.
What's triage?
Triage is like when someone comes into like emergency rooms and they're like, okay, this person is more hurt than this person. And so on and so forth.
Okay.
And you're.
What is like that?
Huh?
What?
Like the VA, just like that whole system, like the whole healthcare system.
Right.
I forgot why I was.
It's like you're like a basketball player, and the person you're trying to talk to about basketball has never seen a basketball before.
The metaphor is you trying to explain to me
Explain.
about VA.
Yeah,
right.
About your care.
Right. I'm about being underserved. I got my point back. We found it. So like, okay, like with veteran, like mental health and stuff like that. Like you see a lot about like, oh, we have to take better care of our veterans, and we have to do more to like prevent veteran suicide and stuff. And they're like trying to figure out how to like serve veterans with PTSD. The problem is they don't even fully understand PTSD or where it can come from or like how often it actually happens. Like
the therapists aren't trained in that, you're saying?
No, like they're trained in like basic. Do you know what I mean? It's like teaching someone. It's like you're responsible for everyone's entire mental health state, but we're only going to teach you CPR.
Right.
But you have to perform surgery.
Right.
It's you under-equipped for it.
Yeah, under-equipped for it. Like, okay, basically, like at the VA, when they're going through the checklist of like, could this person have PTSD? They only ask like certain specific questions about like combat scenarios, right? But they don't ask enough, like they don't understand the baseline, right? Like a couple like months ago at the shows in Chicago, I had a buddy of mine that I went to basic training with. Like we had reconnected through the internet and stuff, and he like came to the shows and we were talking about basic training. And he's like, dude, he was saying he didn't realize how fucked up just that experience was for his brain. Like during basic training, there's something in the Army they do, it's called it's a nighttime live fire.
Nick at night.
Nick at night.
It's a night. Not this one.
This one's less family friendly.
This is a nighttime obstacle course with live fire. There's live rounds going off overhead.
Okay.
They're shooting real bullets overhead, and you're crawling through like a muddy obstacle course under barbed wire, and there's like bullets and tracer rounds going off over your head.
And if they shoot someone.
That happened. That's where I was getting. Our platoon was up next at the obstacle course. So we were like standing, waiting to go like next. And they stopped the obstacle course, fired flares off into the air because someone had gotten hit with a stray round. And so they dragged a dead guy out of
he's
the
dead?
obstacle course.
Fuck.
Yeah, he was dead. They drag a dead body out of the obstacle course. Then they're like, all right, everybody, we're about to turn the lights off and start the bullets back up again. And it's like, oh, we don't have to deploy to die? It can happen right the fuck now? And it's like, oh, we're still being trained for how to handle this. We don't know how to handle this. And now we literally just saw a dude die.
And I'm just picturing the person behind
And they're like,
that gun being a little power hungry. Like power trippy. You know what I'm saying? Where he's like, I'm gonna go!
Where he's
No
like,
consequences.
oh no, got one.
Yeah.
He's got PTSD too, and he's
course.
he's just like, oh shit, I'm not overseas right now. Oh fuck. Oh,
exactly the other part of that is most drill sergeants are combat veterans.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So
So a lot of the guys who are manning those guns do already have PTSD.
That's safe.
Yeah.
That's safe.
You know what we're gonna do for training?
God.
We're gonna have someone completely fucked up mentally be put into a scenario that will trigger.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how y'all feel about that new bill that just got passed where it's like if you 18 to 27, you automatically get enrolled for the draft?
What?
Y'all see that? That just happened like...
Okay, all it is they signed you up for an automatic bill pay for a bill you've already been paying anyway. I don't know if you know that. It's literally for like 40 years. It's been a federal crime to turn 18 and not register
And
for
see,
the draft.
I heard that. So
Yeah.
then I was like, so what's this new thing where it's like, well, now you have
They just automatically do it for you. They're like, hey, you're 18 now.
And
we
see,
got
that's
you.
crazy.
That's
That's
wild.
because you don't want me over there. You don't want me in the front line, brother. You don't want that. I see somebody, a dead body get drafted. I'm like, all right, you know what?
Sounds like his girlfriend.
You know what? I can't
at
do
a
this.
fake haunted
Exactly.
house.
Okay, that's the other like weird, not weird, but like part they don't like explain to you about the Army, right? Because everyone's more familiar with like the TV show versions, right? Like the Special Forces thing where they're like, oh, Navy SEALs, you can just ring the bell and you can quit and you're done. Yeah, that's Special Forces, bro. They're like, okay, if you're not cut out for this specific program, you can quit and go back to your regular program. You can't just ring that bell and go all the way the fuck home. You don't ring that bell and you're just out of the Navy.
That's why I wouldn't sign up. you wouldn't see me. I know what I'm built for.
No, here's what they do. If you're in basic training and you're like bad at shit and they're like, oh, instead what we're gonna do is you're violating the terms of your contract. So
You're
what we're gonna
criminal.
do is, oh, you signed up to be a
Cook.
No. That's one of the ones they'll make you do if you suck. So
X-ray tech.
yeah, X-ray technician. I was an X-ray technician. You're signing up to join the military because you're like, I'm gonna learn medical shit and I'm gonna work in a hospital and then I'm gonna get out of the military and go work in a hospital. But if you're fucking up and you're like, oh, this ain't. They're like, oh, okay, bet. You're failing to meet the obligations of your contract, so now we get to reclassify your job in the military, and we're gonna give you one of the 25 most dangerous jobs the Army has.
That's fucked
What's
up.
up?
So you want out? It's in a box, my guy.
And see, that's why I feel like one, I wouldn't sign a contract, which that's not to hear that. But if I'm forced to through a draft, now I'm completely fucked because I never even asked to be here in the first place, and then you get drafted, and it's like.
That's whenever if you do get drafted, you just go, I have asthma.
Nice.
And then you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get some flat feet. Get some flat
You
feet.
do shit like
get some
that. You'd be a
asthma.
conscientious objector. You used to be able to be like, I'm gay, and now they're just like, nah, you too. Get
Just
on the
call
bus.
me. I'm gay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It is. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm coming my throat from last night, brother. I can't do this.
Oh, semen.
And see, my great grandfather, he was a pilot in World War II, and like his plane crashed, and like everybody, it was another dude in there with him or something like that, and they died, and like he survived, and like he got like a award for it and all this. I see that, and I'm like, I'm a pussy. Like I'm a giant pussy. Like, that's crazy.
No, you're smart.
Yeah, but he just seems so stoic, I guess, or whatever the word might be. And I can only imagine what type of situation they was going through.
Even the older veterans.
I don't even want to imagine.
older veterans are fucking different. Dude, my dad was in the Navy. He did 2 world tours on an aircraft carrier on the USS Carl Vinson. And he told me a story one time about like when they were somewhere near Japan, but they couldn't get the ship like all the way into port, and they were like, hey, there's like these countries over like near here that don't fuck with us. So they blew up this giant inflatable ring around the aircraft carrier. And my dad was like, he didn't get like approved for like to leave the ship or whatever. So he was like on guard duty on the ship, like stay here, make sure nobody fucks with our stuff kind of thing. And they were like, if anybody passes that ring, like the alarm will sound, and within 4 seconds of that, if they haven't turned around, open fire. And my dad was just this 1,000-yard stare. It was just like, and a boat passed and they didn't turn around, and I sank that fucking boat. And you're just like, oh,
crazy. No ifs, ands, buts about it.
Yeah, no, and you're just like,
nice.
all right.
That's crazy.
Also, like, you can't, like, talking about, like, going back to the ringing the bell, if you're, like, deployed, like in Afghanistan, like I was, you can't just quit. You can't just be like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to be here. Because then they classify you as a criminal. Like, you violated, you abandoned, you went, like, AWOL. Yeah, you're going back home, but it's to Leavenworth, to prison.
Like, is there any place that they treat the military well?
Define well.
Yeah, what's well?
Well, like in India.
I knew that.
Let me tell you.
There are, like, okay, yes, but it's never from the government, and it's never, like, that kind of
That's
stuff.
what I meant, like the government's treating their...
Not really, no. What you see more is, like, people in other countries treating the military the same way people in the U.S. treat athletes.
Nice.
Is like, dude, this was obviously like the 80s, but my dad was talking about when they like went to port in Australia. They come in through, it's almost like a customs warehouse kind of thing when they like deplane and stuff. But there was a giant like pegboard wall, and it was photos of single women in Australia with their information on the back of it. And they were volunteering to house sailors. And by house... Yes.
I got a place where you can stay, brother.
Fully house them. Like, you can sleep here, and won't you park that big Mack truck
in this little garage?
Yeah. No, because it was like they have stable income, salaries, things like that.
Yeah. I can see the appeal.
There's they're literally in some countries, American soldiers are seen as the ticket to the American dream.
Damn.
Yeah. So it's like wild in that sense, where it's...
I don't know if that would be better.
Well, it's weird. It's weird in a sense. It's like, oh, weirdly they're like people in places that like worship our soldiers more than like people in our country actually care about our soldiers.
Yeah.
When I said treat them better, I was thinking like benefits, but AJ's like, yeah,
so many benefits.
Sleep with women.
So many benefits.
There's a board of free women.
No, but that's what I mean. Like in foreign countries, they'll treat soldiers like rock stars.
Right.
And like here in the U.S., it's like, oh, Memorial Day, you can get a free slice of cheesecake at Chili's with purchase of an entree.
An And you're like, ooh. And they're like, no.
Nah.
How much does this entree cost?
It's like $5.99.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck this Chili's. I'm going back to Australia and giving out more of this Wagyu.
Yeah.
Not Wagyu.
Oh my god.
Wagyu beef is what you call your penis. That's too much, bro.
Not me. That was like
that's high end, bro.
That was an act out. That was an act out.
Right.
I never deployed. I never went anywhere cool, dude.
Oh, that's some high class shit, bro.
Oh, I can only self-deploy.
I'm deployable. It's crazy though, cause like even
It's crazy though. It's crazy.
Oh,
Because even like knowing like what I know now, like knowing everything,
Yeah.
I'd still go back and do it all over again.
Why?
yeah,
Same outcome.
Why?
probably.
I don't know.
That's Stockholm, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
get
that's
into that.
not-
When the therapist.
It's like the butterfly effect thing, and it's also survivor's remorse thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like, well, I'd have to go back and do it again, because if I didn't go do it again, somebody else would just
would've.
be in that same spot in my place, and that's fucked up.
And also, I helped like save one of my buddies, and he has like a family and a wife and like 2 daughters
Yeah,
now.
that
And
makes
it's like,
sense. That
Yeah,
makes
I'd
sense.
go back. I'd go all the way back.
Yeah, there's a measurable impact to you being exactly where you were at that place in time.
yeah. And if I hadn't joined the army, I would have never went to Wisconsin. Never went to Wisconsin. Would have never went to Minnesota.
Yeah.
Probably would have never started stand up.
It's almost like if you ever had like a shitty childhood, and it's like, oh, but if I never had
Why'd you
it,
look at me when you said that?
I was kind of just glancing around the room. I've been staring at
We're all
Avatar.
comics here. We're all comics here.
And so do y'all feel the thing where it's like, man, I wish I didn't have a shitty childhood, but if I didn't have that, who would I be? You know what I mean?
Not funny.
Exactly.
Yeah, I went through that like a couple of years ago with like there was a period in time where I was like making peace with like shit, like going through therapy, and you're like, oh yeah, I could just let this go because everybody was just doing the
It is
best
what it
they
is,
could,
yeah.
and like people, nobody knew, like you know that kind of shit. So
Yeah, that's why I got that Wagyu, man. Wagyu beef, man. That's crazy.
This is a little like an off thing, but I love the movie Major Pain. I just want to say that.
Dude,
Fuck
that's
yes.
such a good
It's a
movie.
great
Great movie.
This is great.
you want me to show you a little trick? Take your mind off that pain, boy.
Give me it.
That was a good impersonation.
Looks like you and Cujo need a little attitude adjustment.
Yeah. Look like you and Cujo need a little attitude adjustment. Oh, I loved the
That's a
fuck out of
great
that movie
movie.
when I was a kid.
Is that accurate? Is it all fun and goofs?
My dad made me watch Full Metal Jacket when
Oh
I was
my
like
God.
8.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, and when the dude blew his
Closer.
head off, he was like,
Closer.
you gotta
Private
watch
File.
that. He was like, you gotta watch this part. No,
Parents are wild, bro. They're
Yeah,
wild.
way closer to the actual experience, except I got to watch another dude blow a
See,
guy's head off.
See, I was like 4 degrees away.
Sometimes I think I could be a therapist.
Imagine your therapist doing that.
When some guy's like, I was raped by a clown, and no one believed me, even though the makeup marks were still on. And you're just like,
Use that.
Use
yeah, be like, are you doing a bit right now? You're doing a bit right now, right?
Have you ever
He's
thought
like, say it
about
was in a
stand-up?
Subaru. Say it was in a Subaru.
Dude, you realize this is what my therapist did to me.
Yeah.
I would say shit in therapy, and she'd be like,
That's terrible.
yeah.
Terrible.
No, she would literally, she'd be like, I'm sorry, I've just never heard anybody put it quite like that. Like things like that. Like she's very good at like playing it off. But then she literally was like, you have like such a creative brain, and it feels like that is putting pressure on this other part, on the executive function part of your brain. So have you ever thought about like
Malachite. She handed me a stone. It was.
Is she still a therapist?
yeah, she's pretty dope. Pretty dope.
She's a good hang.
I figured.
It's a
figured.
fun time.
Pretty good hang, dude.
She laughs at all my jokes.
One of my
I
top
love
fans
it.
on Facebook. No.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
dude, she still gets her 5%. No. She quit therapy. She manages me now.
You know what's crazy? That's what I was going to school for.
Therapy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I have a degree in psychology.
Well, the best therapists have been through it, bro. Truly.
I can't do it.
It'd be funny if you still wore that hat as a therapist.
All right, partner, tell me what happened on the field out there.
I can't.
Come on, now you opened up to daddy.
So no, more.
Oh my
Where did he
God.
touch you?
So have you ever been to Australia? You know, I heard we get treated pretty good down there.
Oh shit.
There's a board.
Wow, I was dead.
No, that's why I didn't end up going for my master's, but I wanted to actually like work with children, and then I realized like how fucked because like I didn't want to do like just like own my own practice type shit. I wanted to do like guidance counselor. Like I really wanted to like be in the school.
I can get guidance counselor in a
They don't
jail.
even have those anymore, do they?
What, guidance counselors?
They don't let them out.
What, guidance counselors? Yeah.
They got 'em.
They stink though.
I think-
like really bad. Like,
The system is like super.
it's like
up.
it's almost like they're not equipped for like what you're saying. Like, it's
Yeah.
just like
No, I remember like my last year of my junior year, but my last year in like public school in Florida, our like midway, like at like midterm, whatever that is, like the midway point of the year, our guidance counselor left, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have guidance counselors anymore."
No guidance.
Yeah. I feel like the schools that do have guidance
Yeah.
counselors now, they're not even guidance counselors, they're crisis counselors. They're like, I'm just here for when one of you shoots this place up. You know what I mean?
Or to
I'm just
deliver the
here for
babies.
when one of you goes postal.
the
Dude.
babies.
Yeah, exactly, dude. No, that's the school nurse. They got those, dude. They got those. But that's all they teach them is that
Bro.
you deal with nosebleeds, periods, gunshots, and deliveries.
We
Dude,
didn't
that's
even
your
our nurses was never there. It's
We
like,
never had
she's
a
out
school.
right now. I was like, bro, what?
Where's
My
she
nose
at?
is bleeding. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Just
We
sitting
really had
there.
teachers, really. We was going through a phase where it was like they was going on protest or like strike because we lost our principal, and it was like almost no teachers. And they had like the hall monitors, like kind of like the school
Wait,
aides.
slow down.
Yeah.
You what?
His school had AIDS. Did you
Yeah,
not
yeah.
hear?
You just, what are you not getting at? Bro?
He went to He went to school in Philadelphia.
Not.
Tom Hanks died. The whole school protested.
So it was like
Your principal was gone.
so our
What happened?
principal, he left over like mysterious circumstances, and
Okay,
like,
see, you just breezed right over.
but that was the important part. Like the
What the fuck are mysterious
well, he just like he was the principal for like 20 years. Like it was
Okay.
like everybody knew him, and then he was like, you know what, I'm done. It was like right when TikTok came out. He was like, you know what, I'm out of here. And then so all the
It's a sex
teachers,
thing, wasn't it?
bro, maybe,
It's always a sex
maybe,
thing.
And
Maybe.
the.
Maybe his TikTok finally went viral, and he's like, "Fuck these kids, I'm
I think,
out."
I think he just saw what was coming. He
Maybe
was
he's
like,
showing
you
his
know what,
Wagyu
I'm
beef off
not-
to some
yeah.
Australian.
We had a student aide that was like that tried to hit on one of the students, like commenting on the pictures, and then nothing happened to him. It was just like, bro, he's a creep, right? It was like- but that's not here nor there. You getting me off topic, man? It was the principal. Our principal left, and all the teachers was up in arms about it. And it was like, I don't want to work for somebody else. I came for him, like
Oh,
you know.
wow.
So they left, and we didn't have nobody to replace him.
And you still went to school?
Yeah, so we went, and it was just a bunch of like hall monitors and like subs that sat in the classrooms. It was like, yeah, just
That is
here's your
That's
sheet.
wild.
So I just kept skipping school.
That's
They-
hilarious.
Yes.
That an entire high school full of teachers basically like pulled like an NCAA move, and they're like, "Yeah, the coach is out. We're entering
We're
the
done.
transfer
Basically,
portal,
bro.
dude."
And like
That's crazy.
almost all the staff quit, and like we was just like, you know, and we was like, why go to class? Why go to class?
Yeah,
and
why?
They wasn't even taking what's the when you show
Attendance.
attendance? That's what it's
Yeah.
called. I missed so much school, I forgot what it was. Right? I was like, they wasn't even taking attendance. So I was like, I only had 2 real teachers, first and second period, and then the rest of the day was like hall monitors and subs, and they didn't take attendance. So I was
hall
like,
That is wild.
I'll show up and I'll
Wait,
just leave.
Hall
literally-
monitors, those are like
Kids.
kids your age, right?
No. So we, not like
No one's
that.
getting hired for hall monitor positions.
so like we had like this dude we call like the bulldog. It was like this giant black dude, bro. I swear to God, and he was.
I mean, somebody's got to fill that hall monitor to like professional security guard pipeline. You know what I mean?
He would sit in on the lunchroom, giant dude, and just like make sure shit didn't happen.
Dude,
And he'll just sit in the classes, bro. He's like, oh
Wait,
shit, it's Mr.
who?
Henley. We called him the bulldog, but his name was Mr. Henley.
The Hallmark.
Yeah,
he
that's
a
what he called
hallmark?
him. Yeah, so he would sit in during the lunches and like make sure shit just didn't like go awry. And when lunches wasn't happening, he'll walk the halls, make sure nobody's skipping or whatever. Really wasn't doing that shit.
No.
And you know, he'll just sit in on classes and shit and like not do anything. And there was a couple other like people among like that style of job, and they'll just
Okay.
sit in on classes.
How long did this go on?
So believe it or not, I got out.
I believe it.
I went to high school freshman year and sophomore year, and then COVID hit, and then I never touched high school again until I walked the stage. And so so I didn't have a junior year, a senior year. We didn't have prom. We didn't have nothing.
You were just at home?
Yeah, on class, like on computer, on laptops. We all got laptops, right?
Zoom.
Yeah,
Zoomed high
but
school.
this the thing. They couldn't force you to be on the camera. So like it was just like they would show up. Like we'll log in and you'll be on mute and your camera be off. So like I'll open it up and then just go back to sleep or go like I'll be on the game. I'm like, and then they'll like ask a question. I'm like 5, and then I'll mute it back and just get back on the game.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's what COVID did.
Like that's crazy. But also I feel like high school. Is there something that we went to regular high school? Is there something where you're like, man, I learned so many things?
Yes.
No, just social shit.
Social.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine.
I've been talking about that at colleges. No, I've been talking about that at colleges because I'll go do comedy
Right, you were
shows
talking
at
about that
colleges.
last time. Yeah.
They literally, some of them, it's like, oh, you were
Yeah, it's crazy.
well,
Bro.
Harry Potter Harry Potter high schools.
Right.
But I was skipping anyway, so it was just like, you know, and I was skipping and just like smoking a ton, bro. So when COVID hit, I was like, my friend had an apartment, nothing in it. We talking like, it was like a TV on the floor, no Wi-Fi, and a bunch of movies his grandma left and a DVD player. So I was like, COVID
Grandma
hit.
left.
It was her apartment.
Oh.
Nah.
It's like his grandma left because COVID, dog. She got, you know?
He got to arguing with his parents. He's like, I'm moving out. His grandma was like, you can have my apartment. So like we would go to the apartment with nothing in it and just like smoke on the floor, Indian style, watching like old ass movies on the DVD player. So when COVID hit, it was like, oh, we're going to fucking Carl's house, bro. And then we go to Carl's house. We thought it was the shit at first, and it was like, are we going back to school? And then it just never happened. And we just kept.
How do you feel about that?
I think we had the problem with the teachers and shit. So like I really wasn't attending anyway. You know what I'm saying? But I graduated honors, by the way. I just want to put that out there.
Good
I
job.
earned it. 'Cause I sound like a degenerate, but I had the skills to get to the, you know, pay the bills.
Yeah, Google.
Yeah.
That is why, dude. We literally went from like no child left behind to leave all them children behind.
Yeah. Fuck them
Did it,
kids.
Like, level, like in high school, a big thing is like, what do you call it? Like groups, like getting bullied. Did it level that? Because everybody.
Yeah, because you didn't have contact with anybody, so it's just like you kind of stuck in your own.
No internet bullies.
I mean,
No. Internet bullies got way worse, dude.
probably, but I feel like it's so hard to get bullied online. But obviously I know it's a problem. Look. Let me explain.
No, getting bullied online is not the problem. Getting famous enough to get bullied online.
Yeah, like as an average
is the
dude,
problem.
like if you're an average dude, like maybe it was more prevalent. Well, not when y'all was in high school. I don't know if y'all had internet, man.
Okay.
Not like that,
Hang
but
on.
you know, I don't know what y'all was working with.
Yo.
I'm 21. So I see she's trying to flip the script. I feel you. I deserve it.
I remember my first beer.
Man, I had a fake since I was like 15, bro. It was crazy. But you know, it wasn't really prevalent for like online bullying. It was like unless you're just doing wild shit, like unless you're like very inflammatory and like people were like going after you, nobody really gave a fuck. It was more just like, oh, we don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was more just.
You were the bully, weren't you?
No. I told you I'm very introverted. I was at Carl House smoking weed, watching fucking DVD players, bro. I was like, oh, this is crazy. I was in my own
why
lane,
is
bro.
Cammy commenting "kill yourself" in everybody's
This
videos?
is crazy, bro. Yeah, man.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like going to high school online made like bullying like worse because like if you had to go to school to see people the next day, you wouldn't say as wild shit because you're like, oh, they could smack
shove
me
you in a
tomorrow.
locker.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know,
But
people
without
still did it
that,
to me.
What?
Like bullied me, and then when I would see them the next day.
they thought you couldn't fight.
Probably. You could probably fight, can't you?
Yeah.
I believe
You should have showed
I believe
them,
you
man,
after
bro.
You
that.
should have
should've
smacked the
showed
fuck
them.
out of somebody, right? You should.
Prison rules. High school and prison have the same
I
rules.
care too much about my life. I'm like, if I fight you, then I'm with you. But like, I'm trying to get out of here.
I understand that.
And she is still there.
But like we talking like
And you got out.
in high school. She's still in high school. We talking about bullying like the class reform, like put against a locker, like type shit. Like, is that what we?
I mean, there's there's every kind of bullying.
Because I'm telling you,
Clothes
like,
in the toilet,
No,
rumors.
I had that kind of bully.
Uh-huh.
See, your bully is still in your hometown. You won. I also won. My bully is dead now.
nice.
Give it up for the troops.
Yeah, guess
died
who?
of
Hey,
basic
somebody tried to bully the wrong one. I did not do it. I just need you guys to know it wasn't me. But he got.
What happened?
Huh? No idea. Somebody was just like, "Oh, did you know he was dead now?" And I was like, "That kid used to beat my ass."
He was like,
in
oh,
high
that's so
school."
sad.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how like sometimes people like laugh at like funerals or like sad situations. They're like, "I'm so sorry." I was just like, I regret nothing.
He didn't do it, but it.
I'm so sad right now.
What's weird is when bullies reach out or comment on a post and be like, "Oh my god, we went to high school together." I'm like, "I know, you bitch." I was there. They're like, "We should hang." Are you
You're
okay?
too
Did
far
you
out,
just,
bro.
are you chipping?
No, I like cut my gums. I think
Oh my god.
Are you,
I just fully punched myself in the face with my vape.
That was your bully from beyond the grave, right? Piece of shit.
Oh, dude, what if I'm not stimming? What if that's just my bully being like, are you trying to be something?
Yeah, because you're trying to be
he's
something.
trying to do this to you.
Damn.
He waited for the
Yeah,
perfect
literally,
moment.
it's like
bro.
I'm fighting off my demons. It's just Todd.
He waited for you to have your vape like right here. He just. Oh.
Okay, that is
Todd?
legit. I had people, I didn't say his real name.
Oh,
I
okay.
just threw out like a random
Cool.
name. I was like, I probably shouldn't in case like anyone in his family is watching or something. I'd be like, no, that's one of the, like, people will comment on my videos sometimes and they're like, oh, he doesn't like stim like that all the time. And it's like, yeah, not all the time, but also sometimes in regular life, my hands will just go rogue. Dude, I'll just be like walking or talking to somebody, or I'll be like standing and like holding my phone, and then my hand will just like just throw the shit out of nowhere. Or like we'll be talking and I'll be doing something and I'll go to like pick up a vape and it'll just fucking
Damn.
it goes somewhere.
You're saying
dude.
people that know you will be like, he don't.
No, people that don't know me.
You ever get tired of like people like questioning it?
I get tired of like just general commentary. About, you know what I mean? Like when people don't know, like that's like the weird, like the thing about the internet, right? Is like everybody can voice an opinion even if they have no knowledge or anything to back it up. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's weirdly, it feels like reverting back to like the witch trials.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's just like people who like that person can't even read a book, but they can yell, "She's a witch, burn her!" You know?
Right.
Truly.
But a witch child.
Yeah, and then like mob mentality is like some people will just latch on to shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Cause I'd be mad, like if I'm really struggling with things, and then people's like, this guy stolen valor, like he's faking it. It's like, bro, what else do I gotta like? I'm not here to prove it to you. Like you have like Donnie Singstack, you know what I'm talking about? And people was like, oh, that stutter's fake, or somebody asked, I'm like, bro, why would he fake that? Like, why would he do that?
Dude, that's the other thing I like point out sometimes when they're like, oh, he's faking it. It's like, why would I fake that?
Do you know
Why
how
would I
much
take like
energy-
the hardest form of live entertainment and try and be like, how can I make this
Make it
more
harder.
difficult for myself? That would be the equivalent of like, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys jokes while the entire time I pat my head and rub my belly, and I'm still gonna do it better than these fucking idiots.
But it's the same thing you said, like with the witch trials. You could have the dumbest guy with no brain to be like, she's a witch, and then he still got the voice to be able to do it. Which
Yeah.
is
And some people listen.
shitty. Yeah, so I'm like, I believe him.
Yeah.
You
know
some
what?
people are like, you
Gerald's
don't
got a
talk
point.
monotone like Forrest Gump, so you can't be autistic. And it's like, you realize that's a movie based on a book about a fictional character, right? That technically in the book doesn't even have autism. Forrest Gump was just like, or when Tom Hanks was researching the role, he's like, I don't know anybody like full retard. So he's just like, oh, that guy. I can act like that guy.
People say that about my laugh sometimes. Like people be like, "Is that fake? Is that an act?" And I'm like, "Why would I choose to sound like that? Why would I choose to
Imagine
sound
that
like
person being like, she's still lying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get her.
You see how much energy they gotta
Yeah.
take to just like, what the fuck are you doing?
On someone else's life.
Yeah. Yeah, why would I?
Especially with I got receipts, dude. I got fucking doctor's note.
That's what
I'll
you need.
post
Just,
that
just
shit. I
post
do.
it, like, bro.
I posted it one time. It was fuck, what was it? I posted it with like lyrics from one of the Kendrick Lamar disses. I just like where you can take the comment and put the comment on the video, like reply with the video. I just did that with like some Kendrick Lamar, and I was like, "Fuck you,"
Nice.
kind of shit.
Man, so I don't think I still want to talk about bullies.
Cool. You want to talk about bullies? Let's talk about how the government fucking us again.
Nice.
we got so far off track because we were talking about like the government doesn't treat you right, but just like those foreigners, they will fuck you, dude. Because what's one of the other?
You said an Indian
Australian
dude fucked you?
No, the government.
Hang on, I'm
like,
supposed to be getting fucked?
no, well, we did. Yeah. No, like things they'll do like contractually wise, like to fuck you. Like they'll like if you're overseas, like if you're deployed and you're like, I don't want to do this, like they'll send you to prison. You can also fulfill the term of your contract, fulfill your deployment and your full contract with the military, come home, and they'll be like, before you leave, they have something called stop loss. They can literally be like, we know you're supposed to get out in 3 days, but we have this clause in the contract that says we can extend you indefinitely during times of war, and so we'll extend you and send you right back overseas again.
Damn.
Sounds pretty shitty.
Yeah.
That sounds shitty as fuck, bro.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you just like played an 18-month-long game of Russian roulette. Here's another loaded pistol. Play another one. You
Crazy,
can't leave
bro.
yet.
Yeah.
And then, so what's the incentive to like, I really want to. That's my biggest thing. Like they try to like put out these ads and encourage and stuff, but then you talk to veterans and you see this like stigma around it. It's like, wow, it's not very encouraging to join it. You know what I'm saying? To sign up and risk my life for somebody who doesn't care about me.
Don't.
I know you tell
No. It's one of those things. It's a trap, but then once you're in it, it's like you're in it with everyone else that's in it, and then there's like that
bonding.
Like, there's bonding, right?
Yeah.
There's like camaraderie. There's like a level of like understanding and like fraternity kind of thing that you get from it. There are like benefits, but it's like the benefits that they advertise are not. You know what I mean? And there's way more chances for you to get fucked than for you to actually be like.
Yeah.
So the
Be
bigger-
It took me like 8 years to get my 100% disability and to be like considered medically retired, and I had a wall fall on me, and they were like, you're
Put some
hurt
dirt
back.
on
You
it.
had that before you joined. That's not because of us. Not service connected. And I had to pay someone. I had to pay a lady out of my pocket to get my 100% for me. And I mean, she did it, but like that's fucked up.
Yeah, no, the VA, just the system, like the paperwork and shit required and stuff is so complex that you have to literally like hire somebody, like a tax attorney, to like prep your taxes, but to do your disability stuff.
What do you guys think it's gonna take? Because no one's treated well in this.
Yeah,
You know,
we ain't free.
Like
Yeah.
women, anybody, no one is treated well. Like, what do you think it's gonna take for us to just like revolt?
So here's what's great. Here's what's
I
great,
don't know, bro.
right? Here's what's great is like we've passed like the point societally where like the government treats us so poorly that we should have had like a French Revolution kind of situation already. The problem is the government anticipated that. That's why they cut school funding. They don't teach the French Revolution. They made us too dumb to revolt.
Yeah. And you get distracted. with
Collectively,
everything
we're
else.
too dumb to be like, this is wrong.
Yeah, you know what they did? They made it so hard to live in this country that no one's thinking about revolting. We're all just thinking about surviving.
True.
Yeah.
You see that like Facebook posts every now and again where it's like, on Tuesday, we're all logging out of Facebook. You're like, this is it.
I'm doing something.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
But I think the pendulum does swing though, whether it's when we're alive or not. I feel like we will go back to like everybody living on the land, doing their own thing, no government type shit.
I'm down.
I think it will swing.
It's gonna.
that way.
I feel like it's gonna take something like drastic, like something crazy. Because when somebody got power like that, they'll do whatever it takes not to let it go.
That's the
Unless
like.
someone kills them. And
Well,
there's some crazy motherfuckers.
You just got put on the list, brother.
Yeah.
You just got put on a list.
Yeah, every view
Write it
of
down,
this
I don't give a fuck.
every view this episode gets this is gonna be from the FBI.
Yeah, this one's getting flagged.
Weird. This episode has 80,000 views out of nowhere, dude.
There's that many FBI.
The government's
That's not
massive, dude. That's
good.
part of the problem.
So many people. Yeah.
That's why it's so hard.
Never mind, you guys keep doing whatever.
We're not revolting.
That's why they grip so strong. Like that's why it would take something so because they got such an iron, just like.
And here's the thing: once
For
you
years
give,
and years
once
and
you
years.
once you give them the power, it's so hard to get it
get it
back.
back,
Like,
yeah.
okay, the criminalization of marijuana, right? Early or 1920s happened right at the end of the repeal of prohibition because they had created this entire giant government agency, the earliest version of the ATF, all to hunt down bootleggers and stop alcohol and all this kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden alcohol was legal anymore and this entire government agency had nothing to fucking do.
Right.
And so somebody from like a plastics company was like, hey, you know that stuff that they're making like hemp bricks and all this building material and stuff with? You know, there's another version of that gets people high and black people like it. So we should make it illegal.
We should make it really bad.
And then literally the dude that ran like the ATF went in front of Congress and basically said weed should be illegal because when white women smoke it, they have sex with black dudes. Legitimately, that
lying?
was the argument. I mean, it's worked on me a couple times.
In what?
yeah, nobody comes in. Like, what?
Hey, ain't no party like a Diddy party. No Diddy. No, but so literally, like, the lobbyists were like, hey, before you shut down this government agency, you could do this, you can make this illegal, do this, and that would help us, so we would also give you some funding to go do this, so you could keep your jobs. And they were like, done. And it took 100 years.
That's how slow change is.
But
To
there's
get
been
that
cracks
back.
in the system the opposite way too.
How so?
In what way?
I don't know.
It sounded good. It sounded really
Yeah,
good.
you had me. I was like,
No. Here's the difference.
I wanted y'all to tell me.
Here's the difference. When the government realizes that the people have a loophole in their system, they pass a bill, create a new law, and close the
And nip it in
loophole.
the bud.
Yeah.
When they have a loophole in the system, that loophole stays open.
Forever.
Congress gets to decide their own salary raises.
that's insane. That's
Yeah.
the Congress people get paid more than someone going to war for them.
And they get to make our decisions for them too.
What are we doing? What's going
Bunch of
on?
bullshit.
But if we all could get
Come together right now.
But I think it's what you said, like we're all just focused on surviving and our dreams and whatever. That we're not like, let me just stop everything and go
And then
stand in front of a
revolt,
courthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like that, and then like gerrymandering, where they like fucking rezoned districts like in shape so they could get like the votes the direction they wanted and stuff like that. Like they've systematically separated and divided us and given us like fucking opposing mascots to fucking root for.
Pit them against each other.
Like
then they can
sports
do whatever.
fans. So they've literally created an entire country of fucking Celtics fans and Lakers fans who hate each other.
Yeah. It's wild.
Pit them against each other. You can do anything you want to.
So I think you're right. I
crazy.
think the only way to guillotine in public squares.
See, I think we should start a improv troupe. I think that's the way.
I'm gonna make people stop doing what they're doing.
Yeah, I
Please stop.
think a bunch of sketches about the government
I
will
think
change
I'm onto
this
something.
whole operation, dude.
But something like, well, the pandemic, where people
That should have been the moment. Like that should have been the moment.
They tried, though.
and it just
people did
Well,
try.
yeah.
They were out there.
yeah.
One of them sides tried. One of them sides tried.
No, well, I think everybody was out in the street.
Yeah.
But only
Yeah.
a couple people's in the
But
house.
no. But everybody was
You know what I'm
out in the
saying?
streets. Everybody was out in the streets, but it was so disorganized and
True,
divided
true,
that
yeah, true.
We're like the most connected we've ever been as a society, yet so far apart from each other.
Damn.
But also, she
Am
just
I
said
wrong?
something profound.
She
That's-
did.
Yeah.
And the
I
best
might have
hat
a
of
brain
all
injury,
time, right?
but
No, but also like we have all this like turmoil stuff and everything happening in our country, but then you look like across the water and everywhere else, and it's like just as fucking bad, if not worse. And that's where it's like that's what's even like scarier, cause like we think we got it bad, then you see like other places, it's like
Humans be
You
human.
think other places are worse?
and a
Like,
lot of
yeah,
places.
like, yeah,
North
some
Korea?
places, but do you
Yeah,
know how
like-
many places are actually better?
I can
That
see
we
that.
just don't know
I can
because
see that.
we're so like bought into the American
Like
Mhm.
Switzerland
Propaganda.
or the Swiss, right?
Dude, my girlfriend is on vacation in Spain right now with
Mhm.
Chelsea Handler.
Mhm.
They're staying at like this gorgeous fucking like 3-level place right by the water. Like there's food, like fresh food and stuff every day. Their milk is unprocessed. They don't have any of like the fucking like health problems we
They
have
get to
because
take a
their
nap.
food's not over processed. They have naps in the middle of the fucking day.
Yeah, but for every Spain, there's a North Korea, there's a South Africa.
I don't think for everyone. I don't think it's like
I think the overwhelming majority, I think it leans more towards like shitty. I think more people have it shitty than more people have it well off. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, more people have it shitty than more people have it well off because wealth controls the majority.
Mm-hmm. Or
Like,
even
the
people have it
the
average.
wealthy will always be the smaller percentage,
Yeah.
and most people will have to work for those people, which means those people mandate the conditions for the majority of people. So yeah, most places are going to be shitty because the people in control of all of the
Yeah,
shit
because people
are
fucking
shitty.
bro. Like I would consider myself well off. I would consider everybody in this room well off in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Speak
I
for
think,
yourself. I'm
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
But I would think even like our level of well off, which I don't think I'm just like crushing it. You know what I'm saying? But I think overwhelming majority of people is much below even where we at. Like
Yeah.
spread out across the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's scary to think about. That's wild to think about. I think. Am I?
No,
No,
I'm
Get 'em. That's what I
I'm
felt.
with you. I've seen places like Afghanistan and how they treat their kids and their
Exactly.
women, and it's horrendous.
It's like, damn.
But then there's places like in the UK where they don't even allow like most American food on the shelves there because it's too overprocessed. So like their breads are like actually bread and their milk is actually milk, and like everyone is healthier in those areas. But like you said, for every one of those places, there's an Afghanistan or there's a subculture in Africa that is just doesn't even have water.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Planetarily,
there's a
we
warlord
need just-
somewhere cutting off genitals.
Yeah, and eating them. bro.
What?
I'm on what he's on.
I'm not on what he's on.
My genitals. Genitalia.
Never eaten genitals. I've just pretended like I.
Now what's his name?
You know what I mean?
Barbecue.
What?
See,
I mean-
now I'm not what he's on. That's what.
Have you pretended
Barbecue.
to eat genitalia?
No,
Wait,
no.
what?
I meant like I'm not eating like consuming
Oh, right. You eat pussy.
genitalia. I'll eat some pussy. Though.
Yeah, we've all consumed the genitalia too in a way.
Dude, I have I don't want to give away like the whole joke, but I have this new thing that I've been doing, and one of the tags for it, it's like maybe my favorite thing I've ever written is, and it's just, I don't eat ass, but I will chew it. And I don't know why, it's just, in context, it's the funniest fucking,
That's
to
so
me,
funny.
I'm like this, I say that joke, every time I say that joke, in my brain, that like tiny little part of my brain that believes I'm good at comedy is like, look at you go, motherfucker.
It gets a good pop. It's a good tag.
It's
Now,
good.
How do you chew on
Yeah, how
butt?
do you chew ass?
Is
That's
it
what.
the hole?
cheek. The
Oh,
cheek.
thank God.
Yeah, I'm a
No,
fan.
because
of
Wingy.
this is a weird thing to also say out of context, but I'm like I'm a playful lover.
Oh.
Do you know
Oh,
what I mean?
that's
I'm
cute.
a playful partner.
That's cute.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the same way, like if I walk through the kitchen, like I'll smack my girl on the butt and be like, look at that. Same thing if we're like in the bed and she's like rolled over, I'll like bite your butt cheek.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Just
I
put a
thought you
mark
meant
on it.
like.
You know?
I thought you meant more like y'all having sex, you might fart and like, you know, let it giggle out. Like that's playful. That's cute.
I mean, yeah, kind of. You ever,
That's so
you ever,
embarrassing.
you know, during sex, like when you're both sweaty and sometimes like your body parts will squelch together
Oh,
and make
yeah.
that. Like I'll be like, oh, that makes the noise, and then I'll make that noise on purpose. Do you know what I mean?
Do you
I've never
acknowledge
used
it?
the dick as a mic. Like,
That's
hey,
crazy.
anybody celebrating anything tonight?
Oh, yeah, dude.
He raised his head. I am.
Birthday boy. Ah.
How long have you two been together?
Let me adjust your levels real quick. Is this thing on?
I was killing, bro.
That'd be hilarious if like halfway through he just pulls out his phone and starts lighting it.
Because he's about to nut. He's like, all right.
I can't end on this.
You know,
You know, this one else.
Now, wait till get to my
He
clothes.
just reaches up and flicks the light switches on in the room.
You're running the light.
He's like, I'm looking for the headliner and you ain't it.
He would never.
I don't think he would.
Oh my god. How fucking funny would that, like, not funny, but like funny to watch in like a movie or something, but not for it to happen to you. But how hilarious would that be is if you were like, this thing on doing the little thing, and he'd be like, hey, time's up. The headline is here.
Headline's about to come. She's like, he would never do that. He would never do that.
I mean,
to me.
honestly, as a comedian, I'd be like, this is going to be a good story. I'll let this happen for the bit. Not with Alex, I'd kill him.
I'm going to kill you in this joke. In this joke, you're going to die at the end.
Now, like a fart or a queef, are we acknowledging it? That's what I want to know.
A what?
A queef or
What was
a
the
fart?
first? A fart. Oh.
You know, like an air, like not. You know what I'm saying? Like a.
I mean, when in the.
I
when
acknowledge
are we-
it. I acknowledge it
Every time?
I crack a smirk or a smile. I'm like, you got me. Like,
I'm
you know,
laughing.
You laughing?
Oh, how can you not?
If we're almost there, though, I'm probably going to not laugh, so.
Really?
You're going to stay in the moment,
Right.
and then like 38 seconds later,
You're
you're going
like,
to laugh
yeah.
hysterically.
Oh, man. You got to be a playful lover, man. You got.
I don't think I could keep it. I can't. I can't. That's too funny. How
It's
could-
fun. Like, come on now.
like a little.
Yeah,
Like,
ah.
I'm like looking back like ah.
Have
That's
you
so
ever had
crazy.
like a solo queef just in the house by yourself?
Well, yeah.
Do you acknowledge
awesome.
that?
Huh?
Yes, it's awesome.
You laugh? Do you?
The lips are like.
Just,
Yeah, the cat's just like nice.
I'm like, damn, bro, what you got to say? Speak up.
That's like burping after a good meal. That's like polite, you know?
Yeah, it's compliments to the chef.
Exactly, dude.
I don't think boys have a queef. Other, because like we both fart, so that's like genderless. Farts are genderless, but
Yeah.
a queef, a
Do you fart out
a
your
male
penis?
queef. No, that would be painful. That sounds terrible. That sounds
No,
awful.
it's like a little air, like bike pump.
Yeah, no. You grab the ball.
You hit the balls and
Or like when you pull like the end of a like a balloon, like when you
Yeah.
pull it, like is that...
That's what happens after I nut. It's just.
Like when you do like the two pieces of paper together, that one, like the.
There it is.
Oh,
There it
that
is.
one sounds painful.
Yeah, that's.
Just right out your pee hole, dude.
sounds like you need to go to the doctor. You need to go check in at the VA for that.
Dude, could you
gonna
imagine
be
if
about
it
9
just made
months,
that
bro.
noise like somebody blowing over a Coke bottle, just like a like a fucking foghorn?
We need a noise, bro. Men, I think we need a noise.
Yeah,
I think we
y'all need
Dicks
more
are so
noises.
boring.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dicks are very boring.
You know, that's what I'm
It's a
thinking.
one-trick pony. It's like
More
the one
noise
thing
for
I'm,
men.
yeah, the one thing I would like more from men is more noise.
more noise. Well, okay, maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. But I don't. But see, like I'm not a big noise.
What about a scent spray, dude?
In what way?
Like what if
No,
they
because y'all would pick like cheeseburger.
like no. Like what? Like a Glade air freshener, but like if our penis queefed, it would just like queef like a Glade. Do you know
Like
what I mean?
butterscotch or something.
Yeah.
I don't think that smelled good.
Butterscotch?
Well,
I don't know.
butterscotch
Butterscotch
was-
urine.
Yeah, like maybe.
Is it squirting?
Oh. Oh no. Oh no.
No, I don't think it's fair. I don't think. No, but noise.
Dude, just like right after sex, like you nut and then just like a little.
Ooh.
That'd be nice if it
That's
was
like
like,
sound like
Like when you
Lavender.
pull
So
out,
why
like
don't
when
you
your
just get
dick
something
when
that
your dick
punches
hits
walls?
air, you know. I don't know.
I wanted to come from
Why
my
did
dick.
you do it?
Men are all about accessories, dude. We're used to pockets. We're used to having things on us, you know.
See, I don't like fucking butt naked either. I don't
What?
like fucking with pockets or anything like that. I don't.
Wait, what?
Wait, do you fuck with pockets or without pockets?
See, without. I prefer without. What am I gonna keep in my pockets while I'm fucking?
Okay, so wait, you
Wait,
don't want to fuck naked.
But I don't want to fuck naked. You know. You know
So
what I'm saying?
socks.
Nah, I'm not. I like a barefoot fuck. I like to take the
What do
socks
you have
off.
on?
Like I pulled my pants down. See, this might be a little much. You know what I'm saying? This might be a little bit much.
You can take your pants off?
No, I prefer.
No,
I
he's
like
just
to-
like showing
drawers
on his
like
thighs,
that, you know what I'm
like the
saying?
level
But
he
your
pulls
pants
his
are
pants
on?
up to.
Nah,
Above the knee.
I be in my drawers. Let's say I'm in my drawers or if I'm my like gym shorts on. I'm above the knees like a kid at a urinal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
Above the knees?
below the knees.
Below the knees?
Yeah,
Pants and underwear.
No pants.
Underwear.
Just,
Underwear.
Just
Okay.
draw.
You
But
don't
I
like
take the
take
shirt
it out
off.
of
No,
your
no, no,
underwear.
no, no.
Nah,
hold
that's
on,
crazy.
Hold on,
That's
for
crazy.
clarity.
That's wild. That's
That would
blasphemy.
be wild. What did you say?
I like just to take my dick off.
Out of the underwear.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Through the hatch, dude? Out the hatch? You can't fuck through the hatch.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's blasphemy. That's like
You can get head through the hatch, but if you're fucking, dude, you gotta...
I'm not a fan of the hatch at all. I don't like peeing through it. I don't like.
Oh.
No.
You don't like.
So
I'm
can
actually
we,
not a fan of the hatches.
Exactly.
Well,
What are we doing?
Okay, this is weird. This might be
going
too
back.
much. Sometimes, especially like if I have like basketball
let it
shorts or
go.
something like that on, instead of going out the hatch, dude, I'll go
I'm over the top rope.
under.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll hike the leg up
That's
and
crazy.
go down.
Now that's different. I've never.
No, dude, that's direct shot. No spillage. No
I
nothing.
feel that. I feel that. I'm more of an over the top rope kind of guy. Like I'm going over the. Hey, there he goes. He's off the. You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you take your underwear off?
Because like
Standing at a urinal?
butt naked.
Oh no, I'm
Nah,
not
yeah.
sex.
You know what, guys? Look, give me a
Just like,
second.
have you seen men's rooms, dude? Some of them, there aren't individual urinals. Some of them, it's just a whole
Bro,
trough. Could you imagine
yeah.
a dude being like,
What up,
guys,
guys?
let me get in here, dude, just full
What's
on.
up, boys? Nah, bro, I hate that shit. I hate that. But I don't like. But like I said, I don't like being butt naked. Like
Why though?
it's like compromising. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, you feel like
You can't run away.
yeah,
with your
like
drawers
you're
on.
exposed.
No, hang on. If you have your drawers around your ankles, how the fuck are you gonna run?
I'm right up.
If
right
you were
up.
naked, you could just run.
No, but see, they're not around my ankles. They're more like.
They're above his knee.
Yeah,
They're,
he
if
gets
they
what I'm
were
saying.
if they were in doggy and somebody kicked in the door, he could
Ooh.
get them.
You know what
all.
I'm
but
saying?
this is why I want to stay here for a minute because
I'm down.
because what happened? Do you think that made
That caused that?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I just got out of high school, so it's always like,
Oh,
oh,
the
hey,
parents were
well,
Oh.
you know, so it's still in me. It's still in
And
me.
you still have like the gym class almost like the we're naked
butt
around
ass
each
naked.
other. This is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You missed 2 years of just getting used to that
You know
and
what I'm
adjusting
saying?
to pub like nudity with other people.
It's not like a deal breaker, like, you know, me take my drawers off, you know what I'm not. But it's like 9 times out of 10, it's knee action. It's gonna slide to the
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom. But I'll
It's
take
just interesting
I take the
because
shirt
there's
off.
something
So,
that got you
what
there,
I'm
but that
what
makes
I'm getting
sense.
from this
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
most of the time her dad's home.
Ah!
No, it used to be like that. It was more of like a mom situation. But I got ears. I got that radar. So like single footstep. You know, like it's been a situation.
She's just butt naked.
Yeah, bro. It's been like that. It's been like that. It's been like that. Like with the door hit the doorknob. I'm used to we've been teenagers, boy. You might have rubbed one out. You hear the footsteps coming. It's like a.
Right.
I'm watching TV, brother. What are
Yeah.
you talking about?
He's,
You know.
Like
he's
this.
so well prepared.
I'm
He hears
trained.
the first footstep. He's like, "Oh, I can finish and get up and
yeah.
Yeah,
we've
but
been
if they
there.
come in and she's naked, you're just sitting
I'm
in your underwear.
like, whoa, what are you
He's fully
doing?
clothed,
What the
shirt
fuck?
tucked in
The
with the
devil
Bible.
roameth like a
yeah,
lion.
he's got the Bible open. He's like, I think she's possessed.
I just act like we get off the phone and, yeah, bro, what the fuck is it? Yeah, man, I've been there. I prepared. And I was like, why didn't you put your clothes on? She's like, what? Yeah. But, you know, you win some, you lose some.
You do.
You win some, you lose some. And plus, like, let's say, you know, nobody's ever going to break into my house while I'm having sex. God forbid. But if you butt naked,
Challenge
hey,
accepted.
hey, you know what I'm saying? It's dick
Right.
swing. Like, you don't want that.
Well,
you don't
that's
want
when you go like,
Come here.
Yeah.
As he going to
Are you
pistol.
kidding? Are you kidding? If someone breaks in my house, I'm specifically going out there
But
naked.
it's-
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to fight a naked guy.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Oof.
You're not
Yeah.
lying.
If
You're
I
not
came,
lying.
if someone was breaking into a house, imagine you're like in this situation, you're breaking into a house, and you're like, you assume nobody's home or whatever, and then all of a sudden, just a 6'4", hairy,
Oh, God.
weird, mulleted dude comes running out with a shotgun and like a giant dildo, and it's just like, let's start this party, boys! You're out.
I chose the wrong house.
You're-
I chose the wrong house.
Sorry, wrong address.
Yeah. You know what?
My
Yeah,
bad.
if I come running out like that, I'm like, I've been waiting for you. You're like, nope.
But what would you do if the person was like, yeehaw?
That's like, oh man, you're fucked. You're fucked.
Oh, we're playing the weirdest game of chicken
Oh god.
ever.
Welcome to the rodeo.
And worst case scenario, I still have the shotgun.
I thought you was gonna say the deal though. Worst case, I still got the deal.
I said worst case, not best case. Dude, best
Bingo.
case scenario.
Bingo. Nah.
Best case scenario is I get to go on the news and be like, and then I knocked out the intruder with a dildo.
You're still
and they're like,
naked.
where did you get the dildo?
Sir, put some clothes on. Why are you?
Yeah.
This happened
Yeah.
last week. Why are you still naked?
Because here's the
Stay
deal.
alert.
Here's the deal. If you invade my home and I knock you out with a giant, one of those like Spencer
I can sodomize
sized.
you.
Yeah.
No.
That's
No. But when the police arrive, I get to say, when you broke in, you had that dildo.
That's his.
That's why
And
I
who they
had
gonna
to
believe,
defend
me or you?
myself, dude. Look at the size of that thing.
Who would they believe?
Yeah. I'm planting that giant dildo on you like it was a gun.
And I'm taking a picture of it.
Yeah.
Some guy broke into my house with a fucking
Yeah, when I go
dildo.
on the news, I'm like, I knocked that man out with his own giant dildo, dude. I disarmed him.
Can you imagine getting knocked out?
I de-dicked him. And then,
It's just like a huge
That's a big ass dildo.
What if it leaves an imprint on your face too? You just gotta,
What's up?
It leaves an imprint on your
Yeah,
face.
just
You
a
just got a
huge-
fucking dildo imprint.
Then you get in the holding cells like, what happened to you, brother? It's like, you don't want to know. You don't want to know. It was a big gun. It was a really big gun. Pistol whipped.
Still.
Home Invader done in by Own Dick tonight at 9.
Oh man, I'm not a. I don't know if y'all can tell not, but I'm not a fighter. I'm not trying to fight any. Yeah, it might be mind blowing. I love. I'm not trying to fight anybody come my house at all.
No.
So like, I'm shooting through the door. Who is it? You know, and I've never even shot a gun, but I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it that day.
You're from Nashville?
I am born and raised. Okay. Nah, man. I'm a very what's the word? Like I try to keep the peace. Like I'm trying to avoid conflict. Like perfect example.
You're like a mediator. Or like
hey guys, we should get out of here.
De-escalator.
I'm-
You're a de-escalator.
In every situation, like my dad likes to
I
stay
did
and watch
downstairs.
drama and shit.
Oh, okay.
No.
Are you sure? I have one of these.
What is that?
You never had a Prime?
Is it water?
It's coconut water,
Oh, sure.
but it's flavored.
Nice.
Okay.
It's really
It's
good.
like,
Like
Try
the
it.
rocket?
it's like a
Try it.
coconut water-based Gatorade.
But it's not like sugary or anything.
Oh, good.
Even better.
Yeah, it's got like vitamins and stuff in it.
Develop to fill the void.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect. Okay.
Sure.
I
Yeah.
feel like you.
If you don't like it, I won't be offended.
I'm just reading.
Oh, nice.
No, but whenever I get like congestion or like throat itchy or anything, I grab like a shit ton of those because it feels nice.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Coconut water sometimes tastes like cum.
This doesn't.
Okay.
You think I carry that
Another thing to
around?
add on?
That's the best.
Do I look
kind.
like I enjoy
That's
cum?
the best. That's the best coconut water.
You don't want to go around just drinking cum with no love behind it, bro.
Dude,
If
are
I'm
you
gonna
kidding?
drink cum, it's
That's
gonna be
nature's
looking into
soulless
someone's
cum.
eyes.
That's nature's cum.
Soulless cum.
Yeah,
You don't want
no.
that.
That's why I don't fuck with that kombucha stuff.
Kombucha.
That is the correct pronunciation.
Is that not how you're supposed to say it?
There's such a big kombucha.
Kombucha?
Kombucha.
Yeah.
Kombucha. Is that not how it's said?
The first one you said cum.
Cum.
I don't fuck with no
with like a
kombucha.
capital K, K-U-M, bucha. That's why you pronounce it.
Kombucha.
Kombucha, brother.
Kombucha.
I like kombucha.
Nah.
Sounds
What is
erotic.
there?
That's
What is
not-
it called? Like when you break apart words and it's like how many whatever
Syllables?
syllables a word
Oh,
has?
the-
Like kombucha. That's
This
all
is-
it was. It was her natural syllable breaks.
Yeah.
It's like it was kombucha.
Kombucha. giant.
This is so good.
Yeah, you like it?
It's you know what? Like, so this looks like the rocket ice cream that you got from the truck, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's not as sweet.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get everyone on Prime. I'm not sponsored, but I would love one day.
we
you know?
try and
Yeah.
they're good as shit.
They're
They're
so good.
so
These
good.
are so good. Thank you guys.
It doesn't taste like soulless cum at all. Definitely got some soul behind it.
Doesn't taste like kombucha.
Yeah, ironically, it is made by Logan Paul, but it doesn't taste like soulless cum.
Is it really?
Yeah. She's
Wow.
like, I hate it.
Damn, you did a good job. Fuck. No, good for him.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about him to be mad at him.
Yeah.
Good.
no.
That's actually.
I always confuse them.
That's
I get them
always
confused.
confuse
Which
the
one was the
two.
one that went to the suicide forest and did all that fucked up
Logan? Yeah, Logan.
shit?
You're
okay.
That guy.
He's the jujitsu guy, right?
That's
Nope, that's his
Jake.
brother, Jake, that does like the
Oh.
boxing and
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I confuse them a lot because somebody will
Suicide
say one and I'll be like,
Forest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he went
so
to
Logan
Suicide
Paul was
Forest.
like a huge YouTuber.
Right. They
Was.
both were.
Well, still is, but not as like what he was before. I don't know
Yeah.
if he's back to those numbers. But he's a huge YouTuber, and he went to Japan, and he was like, "Oh, we're going to the suicide forest." And when they were there was an actual body, like there was an actual person that
I don't know what
Hung-
the suicide forest is.
It's like a forest in
Where you commit
Japan.
in
suicide.
Japan.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like
People-
known
it's like
where
known.
people go and
Like,
like.
just kill themselves. Yeah.
It's supposed to be like really haunted.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
That's why
It's
he's
like-
trying to fill the void.
Yeah, right? So he goes there, there's a body,
Yeah.
and he films it?
Yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
like, not acknowledging it or, being decent.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just like, look, guys, a dead body.
Holy shit.
Caused a
And
lot of controversy.
He lost a lot of followers off that?
Sponsors, followers. I think YouTube like deplatformed him for
Yeah,
a,
for
a little bit.
You think his brother was like, fucking idiot?
No. It was probably
They're
like,
both
I'm right there
I think
with
his
you,
brother.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
his brother was very busy being like, I pick things up and put them down.
Yeah.
People punch me in the face.
His nickname is the Problem Child. That's what he
Logan?
self-proclaimed. No, Jake.
Jake.
Yeah, in boxing. Jake the Problem Child. It's like, Then he got like the it's bad.
Yeah. What are the odds that two people raised by the same set of humans
I wanna see
might
their
both turn
parents.
out like shit?
Yeah. I mean, usually there's at
They're
least
probably-
one good sibling.
Yeah. But no, he never gets the credit.
I mean, they're good at stuff,
Or
just
Jake.
not people.
They have another sibling?
Maybe. I'm not sure.
That'd be wild. What if she's like a doctor or something?
I love that you said she.
See, that's why I said they. At first I said he, and I was like, or they.
I said she, because fuck it.
Yeah, there's like Logan, Jake, and then like Cheryl, Paul.
Renowned physicist.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. She
That's
goes to
probably not
church and
claiming them.
donates to charity and
That's hard to imagine. It's like trying to imagine a smart Gronkowski.
ooh.
Oh, their last name's Gronkowski?
Yeah, do you know like Gronk, like the football player, like
Oh,
you know,
God.
Gronk?
Wait, the guy who was on the roast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gronk. So he has 3 brothers,
What?
and all 4 of them have played professional football. And I think I don't know what their dad did or whatever, but like, see, I can't imagine like a smart Gronkowski. You
In
know
the
what I mean?
roast, I'm just now remembering this, but when he was like, I'm smart. It's like from The Godfather. I'm smart. Who's
You said something funny
Oh,
because he said he was
God.
smart and then
Oh
he
my
said he
God.
had
Oh, it was so
feel for
funny
him.
and like a subtle thing that like if you're not paying attention, you'll miss it. But when he's doing that and he's like, everybody up here is talking about I'm a dumb piece of shit, but I'm creative, and then he's like, I'm not dumb, and then he says something and he talks about drinking, and then he's like, fuck, he said something and he's like, I hope. So like they live long enough for them to like when they die they can donate one of their livers to me, and I was like, fucking this idiot thinks he's got 2 livers. It's like he thinks people got 2 livers. What a fucking idiot! Right after he's like, you people think I'm dumb as shit, but I'm not dumb.
In
But I got
there.
2. But we all got 2 livers. We know that.
Oh.
Yo, I knew that.
It just immediately reminded me of the after Nikki's set when after the fucking
me know that not real pussy, or me know that not real money. And then Kevin Hart was making fun of it, and he was like, I was sitting over there, and she said that, and Gronk was like, I did say that.
Oh, poor guy.
And he was like, Gronk, you can't help her with the fucking joke, dude. Like,
He is having fun though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
he's
can definitely
having a
tell that.
blast. Yeah. Living his best dumb life.
dude, it's true, dude. Like, what ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes the stupidest people are the happiest.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's like, you're just too dumb to know shit's wrong.
Too bad.
God bless you, dude.
We're all geniuses. Too. It's so bad. It's you know.
Sucks I'm smart.
I know.
You know what I do appreciate though is when I don't know something and someone's like, "Oh, let me just tell you," and they're not like, "Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? You don't know that?" And I'm like, "I'll never speak again."
Okay,
Yeah.
but do you know what I love more? I love being the person to be like, you don't know that?
No.
Wait, what?
I love being the person to be like, wait, you don't know that?
Because you want to tell them.
Yes, well, because autism, it's like info dumping is like a thing of ours. It's like, you don't know something and I know something that I'm going to get to share with you. I'm about to bond with you so fucking hard.
That seems jovial. But
Yeah.
There's a different
But there's a
vibe
different
when
way where
someone's
like, oh,
okay, yeah,
you
it's
don't
you
know that?
And then
God.
that's when you- no.
Yeah, it's different if it's that, but
Right.
And
playful.
that's how you match that.
Yeah.
Like,
You want to be
dude,
doing this?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we be cordial. You know, it's
Yeah.
up to you.
No, I hate when people talk to me like I'm dumb. Cause cause like, I mean, I got like a brain injury, but I'm not like stupid. I know I have 2 livers. And
I was saying. The 2 liver thing, I don't think that's like common knowledge.
that we only have 1 liver?
I would just say it in that tone.
Yeah.
We got 2 kidneys, right? Is that the?
we have 2
Yeah, we have-
kidneys,
See,
1 liver.
That's where
We gotta get mixed up. The only reason I know that I have 2 kidneys is because I've had 29 kidney stones, and I think if I had never had those, shout out to the army.
I also got kidney stones in the army.
I'm terrified of that.
Dude, that's the
Just
most
passing them.
so painful.
I bet that's all I hear, and then I can only imagine coming up.
Yeah. Also, under a magnifying glass, they are terrifying to look at.
They're very sharp.
Sharp, jagged edges. It's like peeing a
Coming out your
sand spur,
urethra.
like a sand spur.
Wait, why do you have them in the military?
Because whenever I was stationed at Fort Sill, no one told me not to drink the barracks water, and I was like moving in, and I hadn't gone to the store yet, so I was just drinking tap water. I was just chugging it down. It's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
And then I spent a week in the hospital because I got an infection in like my urethra, I got a UTI and I didn't know it, and then it went into my kidneys, and then usually if that happens, you don't make it. Usually that kills you because it goes septic, but they caught it like just in time.
Holy shit.
And then I had a kidney stone on top of all of that going on, and then I just kept getting them after that. Just kept getting kidney stones.
So it's like it's like buildup of like minerals and stuff like that, and it's like when you're having too much of certain things,
Like calcium or iron.
yeah, salt.
Yeah.
And in the military, like for me, I was at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, and the military put saltpeter in food, which I know it's a funny name. It's a funny name. And even more hilarious, they put saltpeter in the foods because saltpeter creates mostly temporary, erectile dysfunction. Literally, saltpeter will keep you from getting hard. And so at co-ed basic trainings, they're like, we don't want you guys fucking each other. Nobody can fuck if nobody can get hard.
So if you were still fucking after all that, like it was
They
meant
did
to
that
be,
on
bro.
purpose?
Yeah. Or you were
I wanted
vegan.
that.
Or you were a vegan.
You willed that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Congratulations, you can still get boners. Good luck on finding the energy to fuck. Dude.
Yeah, right.
This really makes me want to join the forces, man.
Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I know a guy.
You keep it to yourself, man.
Keep it to yourself.
I work with a guy. I'm an electrician, but I be in like big job site stuff, and this guy, he did like a bunch of tours. I think it was in Iraq, and he crazy guy, like super crazy. And he kept trying to show me his guns and stuff. Like he trying to show me his guns, and he was like, "You don't think this is badass?" And I was like, "Nah, yeah, it's just different worlds." And he was like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Bro, like, okay, imagine if I showed you ballerina. I'm really into ballet." He was like, "You don't think this is cool?" And he was like, "Oh, I get it. So you're gay?" I was like, "No, I don't know, brother." He wasn't getting it. He was not getting it.
He wasn't getting it.
But he was like, he kept calling himself a rock eater or something like that. He was like, man, he was like, I was in the army, man. It was like, I was a rock eater, man. I just go in there, da 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 da. I was like, okay. And then he, I swear, and he was like,
I'm gonna tell you right now, he's probably a cook.
a cook? Nah, this like he's one of them guys. He's jacked, like super jacked, loves caffeine, just caffeinated, and just like fuck it. Like, and then he always showed me videos like, yeah, I was shooting this and I lived on a farm and these are I'm like, bro, you gotta chill, bro. And then he always
dude couldn't join the military because he couldn't pass the psych eval.
Probably. Yeah, that's the type of
this is one of those guys that's like over patriotic, over like, oh, I'm this, and it's like you watch YouTube videos and jerk off to the history.
And you buy grunt style t-shirts.
Yeah.
I've got, look at my Punisher sticker on the back of my truck and my grunt style shirt, and these are all my guns. I was in the army.
And then he'll try to get like, not sentimental, but just like, so I was reading this book the other day. And I was like, no, you're not.
What was it, Ammo 101?
You were reading a Guns and Ammo magazine.
He was going to see Napoleon, so he was like, I'm going to read a book about him. And like, I was like, what happened to that book? He's like, I didn't finish it. I was like, yeah. I was like,
started.
Yeah, you didn't even buy it. You looked at it.
You know, he was cool. You know, he's fine, cool dude, man. Like he meant well. He was very like extroverted. It's like, what's up, man? Yeah. But then when he got mad, like I was like, man, I hate to see a gun in your hands, bro. Like, he'd get like really fucking mad.
At work?
Yeah, because he was like running the show for a minute on this high rise. It's like 40 floors, and like they trying to like put him in like an office position, and like he's like, "This is not what I signed up for." Like mad as fuck. He's like, he gotta use the iPad. He's fucking. Long story, but he ended up quitting because he think the world gonna end. And, I swear to God, he's like, we're not making it to the election, brother. I'm telling you, if you think we are, I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, man, all right. Haven't seen him.
This is a full-grown Kyle Rittenhouse.
Bro,
Do you know what I mean?
Brad.
Like
But you know, cool guy. Cool guy.
Yeah, I'd say that too.
Say that
Cool
in
guy.
case he watches.
Cool.
Yeah, you gotta
Cool
step. You remember Billy Madison, the fucking the Steve Buscemi murder list, dude? You just gotta keep yourself off the murder list, dude. You gotta keep yourself off the people to kill list. That guy was nice to me.
What's the he lived in like one of these middle of nowhere towns. Like, and it's like Columbia or something like that. And he was like, some guy moved in, like the local government. He obviously big on government. And it was like, they come in, and they raising the prices. So I confronted him about it. I was like, did you? I was like, this guy's still alive, man. Like, it's just, you meet some characters. You meet some characters in construction.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you guys, have you watched that show on Amazon, The Boys?
I watched the first season.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's good. It's fucking great. It's
Party.
basically, the premise is like, imagine if superheroes were like real and existed in society, but were run like in our society, like existing in a capitalistic like society, like late stage capitalism kind of shit. So they all work for like this corporation that like, you know, like they're shareholders for the superhero company, and like they make their movies and stuff like that. But there's the second season, there's like a whole political component like that, where they're like, oh, like they gave some of the like the shit that makes superheroes, like they gave it to other countries to create like superhero terrorists, so they would have villains to fight, kind of shit. They're one of the superheroes who turns out is like an actual Nazi. like they like has been around, like in the world,
You guys.
yeah, like in the world building, they kind of like reversed the Captain America story a little bit. How like that, like the German scientist that like escaped and gave the formula to Captain America or whatever. He was actually like the same way we got our NASA scientists. Like he was a scientist that we took from Germany. And he had already given the serum to like his wife. And so she's still like alive and like looks the same. So they just keep rebranding her and bringing her back every couple decades as a different superhero. So she's like an undercover Nazi kind of thing. But she's like spreading like political dissent or whatever. And it's like, oh, these like or these like super terrorists could already be like hiding amongst us. And they do like have like a little vignette of like a dude who's like listening to their podcast and like watching her on the news say this shit and like becoming like a, what's the word for it?
Not a vigilante.
No, but like a, what's the word for it?
Spy.
No, just like a, like prepared to take violent action kind of person.
Not a vigilante?
Not a vigilante, the other version of that.
A terrorist?
No.
Antagonist?
A radicalist.
Radicalist.
Yes. That, like you watch him become radicalized. There we go. Yes.
All right.
It's a vignette where you like watch him become radicalized, and he like his like one like the guy that works at like his like corner store, gas station, bodega kind of thing. One day he's like checking out and like trying to get something, like buy something, and a car turns and like the lights through the like the curtains or through the shades or whatever, like hit his eyes just right. So his eyes flash in like a weird way. And the guy's like he comes back after being radicalized and he's like, I saw your fucking eyes. Are you one of those and he just fucking kills this guy. And it's like that kind of shit.
That's who you worked with, bro.
That's who you work with. Exactly. Thank you. I forgot why I told that whole thing. I was like, fuck, why was that important?
I got you, dog.
But yeah, that kind of dude who's just like ready to be radicalized and like ready to be fucking set, like pointed in a direction and fucking
if some shit goes down,
set off.
I'm right behind that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, oh shit.
Like, hell yeah, brother!
Yeah, brother. I'll go to the forum with you. Would it be crazy if I used the bathroom?
No, we can wrap up whenever too.
We're good.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes.
Before we end?
But do you need to use the restroom?
A little bit.
Okay, this is just very important. Last time, you guys were like, oh, we'd rather listen to Morgan Wallen than the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I never said that.
Yeah, that is not what we said at all.
I never said.
Rewind the tape.
I never said I liked Morgan Wallen. I want that clear and out there.
No, I do prefer my music to have N-words in it.
I listen to Morgan Wallen.
My music, he doesn't say it in the songs.
Might as well. He wants to.
No, but we were like, I said Red Hot Chili Peppers,
and
I was like, name a hit, and I couldn't. But here are some hits.
Oh, the fact that you had to write down a list of this band that you're such a huge fan of, and you couldn't name any songs.
No.
Tell us this list you copied off of Google.
I'm not a huge fan. I just felt like they're really good, and I felt like I was the only one that was like, no. And then you guys were like, okay, tell us. And I couldn't, and then...
They're so good. I know none of their music.
But I didn't know the names. But if they came on the radio... Okay, this one's good.
Okay.
I don't ever wanna feel
like I did that day.
That's a great song.
Please, I love. Yeah. Okay.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig.
Now let it ride.
I need a little bit more.
Wait, you put that one as number 2?
Dude.
Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Chop, he says, I'm gonna win big. That's all.
You wrote all that down? That's crazy.
He has That's what they heard on the radio. You're gonna be fucking blown away. Okay, this one's good. This one's gonna get you. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Give it away now.
You said you guys are gonna get this one, and I don't know why. For the love the life of me, I don't know why he didn't say this one's. You guys are gonna get this one because the lyrics give it away. Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Man.
Your bullies.
Yo, I'm just saying his bully is all
the shit out of you.
because like I hate that song.
Okay, and then the scar tissue that I wish you saw. Something is a no.
Something.
All right, I just had to say that they got 4 hits at least.
Okay, but that's what.
And
No,
Californication.
but that's you're proving the point that we were trying to make. Is like we would hear their songs everywhere.
No,
None of us ever sought those songs out.
I did.
Do you
No.
know? No one. You
I
literally
don't ever wanna
didn't
feel
know.
I definitely would
But you
look that
literally
up.
didn't even know the names of the
But I
songs.
would
You had to
type out,
Google the
I don't
lyrics.
ever want to feel lyrics, and then it'd show the name title, and then I'd look that up.
Put the lyrics in quotations too.
Wait.
Honors.
I feel you.
I love that when you got here, you were
Fuck it.
she walked in. She was like, "I need a piece of paper."
Because when I looked this up, I was like, holy shit, we did them a disservice a little bit.
Wow.
Now,
They've been. How long have they been a band?
Forever.
Since
Since the 80s. We know 4 of their
the 80s.
songs.
Californication 5.
5.
Also, can I tell you something about the Red Hot Chili Peppers that might sway your opinion?
Sure.
The lead's Dave Grohl, I think is his name.
that's
Isn't that the right?
No, that's
Foo Fighters.
Foo
Oh,
Fighters.
Foo-
Yeah.
But no. But the lead singer of Red Hot Chili Peppers, for
Anthony
sure.
Kiedis.
Anthony Kiedis.
I think-
That's the guy we were. Yes, I'm aware of this. He's like
Yeah.
60 something, and his girlfriend is like 19. His new girlfriend is
So-
19 years
Yeah.
old. Yeah.
You wanna
He's
Yeah.
got something.
Hey, give it away! Give it away! Give it away now!
Damn. Is she okay?
Well,
Probably not. Probably not.
I mean,
He looks young.
Yeah.
so does she, because she is.
No, he's popping Blue Chews, and she's going, "Is this thing on?"
I think that's the perfect.
Yeah,
That's it.
That's it.
Before we get out of here, you want to shout out your socials?
Sure. Where I look. Taija Funny on all socials. That's it.
Hell yeah, Amber.
Hey, it's Amber Autry Comedy on everything. Please go there, follow me, join my text list so I can let you know when I'm coming to your city, Chicago, Minneapolis, Raleigh, Florida, your mom's house, your dad's phone, all of it. Amber Autry Comedy, thank you.
Can I redo mine?
No, one more time. Hit us with a take 2.
Taija Funny on all socials. That's Taija Funny. You can catch me everywhere. Yeah. Bang. That's all. I like it.
You have any dates you want to plug?
So many dates.
Plug them.
So many dates. AJ Wilkerson Comedy on Instagram, ajwilkerson.com for tickets. June 27th through 29th, I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma. July 18th, Austin, Texas. July 19th and 20th, Fort Worth, Texas. July 24th, Columbus, Ohio. The 25th, Cincinnati. 26th, Cambridge, Ohio. 27th, Canton, Ohio. 28th, Toledo, Ohio. August 11th in Phoenix. August 22nd in Denver. September 1st, San Jose, California. September 4th, Ontario, California. The 5th in Irvine. September 19th in West Nyack, New York. And then October 24th at the Milwaukee Improv and October 27th at the Raleigh Improv.
Hell yeah.
Where can you get those tickets?
AJWilkerson.com. That's spelled
Oh,
exactly like it's spelled, AJ.
AJ. Sydney Stephens Comedy on everything. And also, if you enjoyed this, go to the Patreons /what in Tardation, or Tardation Nation. Sorry, I fucked that up. Tardation Nation on Patreon.
Okay, bye.
What in Tardation?